Alright, guys, so I just want to make a quick weekly recap of how my week went and my trading. And yeah, so basically, on Tuesday, the first day, I actually took a win during pre market for a 1 to 3 RR, and I made around $600. Alright, so I started the week right, and yeah, then I took two more trades, but it was in market open, and it was just with one micro just to gain experience and to gain more data, and they were just break-even trades. So yeah, on that day I had a good performance. Then on the second day, I took two losses, two small losses, 120 and 170. To be honest, they were pretty avoidable losses. The first one, we were just chopping and we were bouncing between PD arrays. So we, I mean, I don't, I already did the trade recap, but we were just bouncing between PD arrays and the market was just kind of chopping, and it was not the highest probability trade. And then the second one, I lost because I thought it was FOMC, but it was FOMC minutes, and yeah, I took a long, and basically I longed inside of a daily bearish cap, which is the worst thing that I could have done. But yeah, and there was also no obvious liquidity sweep, no delivery from a gap. So, I mean, on those days I did not have a good perform. On that day I did not have a good performance. I was not locked in. Took two avoidable losses, and then on Thursday and Friday, the market was just choppy overall. And the first trade I actually lost, but it was because I failed my execution. Right, my idea was right, and the trade should have been a winner. The problem was when I entered, my stop loss was in the wrong place. So I entered, and then I immediately got stopped out. Right. So um, yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. And I mean, I just need to be more careful and more focused on that. And when I'm like, I remember when that happened, it was because I was nervous because it was a 30-second short right off open. It was a Judas swing off open. So I was a little nervous about that. And so I think that's why I failed my execution. And what I will do to improve is the next time that happens and I know where the market wants to go, I will just be overconfident. All right. I'll just be overconfident in myself and just press the button and yeah, and put my stop loss in the right place. So, and then yeah, then I took a long. It was a small long because yeah, it was just a scalp, kind of like a scalp because I knew we were going to manipulate into the 4 hour gap that we had left just above. So, and then yeah, manipulate into the 4 hour gap, bearish to take a short, and then on the short, when I got the short, I entered and I was risking my normal position size, but what happened was I we started chopping when I entered, and I should have moved my break even to the most recent low, which I didn't, and yeah, I didn't, and then I just trailed my stop, so I trailed my stop. I then got stopped out, lost like 200, and then I re-entered. Okay, so that was not good re-entering. Um, and the reason why I re-entered was just because I was extremely confident in the drawn liquidity, right? But the thing is, I can be as confident as I want in the drawn liquidity, but if price is chopping, I do not want to be in a trade. So that's the thing that, yeah, pretty. I mean, honestly, all these losses were pretty avoidable. Every single loss that I took was avoidable, and yeah, and then the win that I took was actually, it was very de-risked because the RR wasn't the greatest, but it was because it was at PM session or during lunch hour. I'm not quite sure, but it was because the drawn liquidity was extremely obvious and it was from the morning, and I knew exactly where the market wanted to go, and we were just so close to that draw that I entered very with very light size. And then the loss that I took on Friday, it was I actually got refunded by Tradeify on it, so I did not lose that money, but it was just basically because I mean yeah, it was OPEX day and we had the Trump's tariffs, so the Supreme Court was judging his tariffs and stuff like that. So yeah, looking back, I mean, I had a 43% win rate with a 1.7 RR, but like the week was basically just taking this big win on Tuesday, and then just slowly losing the money throughout the week on avoidable losses. Let's say that. So yeah, and I overtraded on these days. So what I'm going to do next week? This is what I'm going to do next week. Max 2 trades a day and $250 risk per trade. 250 to like 300. So this is what I'm going to be risking per trade. Right. So max 2 trades per day and this risk per trade. All right. So and yeah, then just execute the model. Right. So take the trades and whatever, doesn't matter if I finish the day green or red, I just walk away from the charts and I do my journaling, I film my recap, and yeah, and then I just log off for the day and come back the next day, right? So yeah, yeah, the PNL was total PNL was like -$30, but then I actually ended up minus 120 something because this loss didn't count. So um, yeah, so this is pretty much how I'm going to handle next week, and hopefully it will be a good week. So with that being said, I appreciate you boys, and I'll see you tomorrow.